This is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake,
Can't do that.
yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Damn it.
Pizza time.
This entire episode is spoilers.
Honestly, you might not even hear that. If it's not as funny as I want it to be, I'm
You know-
probably going to cut it out. So.
Well, no, because see, here's the thing: is that the random drops are great actually because nobody's gonna. There's nobody out there in the small camp of listeners who's like, "How dare you
How
tarnish the sanctity of the hastily made off panel, off topic?" That's what they're saying to us.
That's what they're saying.
You
Shoddily produced.
You tainted the shoddily produced classic.
I would have to say
classic theme song.
I would have to say I'm worried about the culture today.
Mm. You are losing.
Hey, that's the reality.
I just love that so much. That's the. I wish there's a situation that in my life that I have to go on this fucking beautiful diatribe where I say we're losing recipes at one point to end it with that's it. I had to say that. Hey, that's the reality.
You know, if you don't like
nothing could say that better to end an argument. If anything that you're saying to be like, hey, that's it. I had to say it. That's the reality. That's just how I feel. That's why it's a.
If you don't like it, losing recipes.
Somebody probably started this podcast and they're just like, what? If you don't like the drops, then you don't like the show. That's just my feelings on it.
I feel like the reason why I got the good news on Friday that I did was due to the drops, the audio little elements that I put in that other show.
Well, there you go.
And I feel like that about this show too.
I could write a book about what you don't know.
That's why.
All right, I guess we
people
should
tune
do
in for that.
I guess we should
Not
do
for our hilariously critical eye.
Nobody cares what we say. They're just
No.
like, hey, man.
Shut your face up and do it.
Hey, I don't know if you.
Hey, Tyler, we gotta do some things here.
Oh shit.
First of all, we got a lot to talk about tonight, and I say tonight. So this is the first time we've done a off-panel, off-topic after dark.
We're not joining a mariachi band.
Pizza time.
That's our after dark drop. It's just Toby saying pizza time.
Oh, did we try to get one? Or?
No, I gave up on that adventure.
Okay, wait.
I'm
You
being
ready?
totally
You
honest
ready?
with you.
You ready? Hang on.
What?
Off panel, off topic.
After dark.
There it is.
That was surprisingly a good cat meow right there. Cause
That you know
that was
what?
good.
For literally not practicing that at all,
We kind of nailed
we
it.
knew exactly where to go. I started it, you finished it.
I love this show. I just love how ridiculous
You know
this
what?
show is.
I love you.
I love you, man. That's what we call healthy masculinity. Let's get into the show. We got some Pop Rocks because we liked
fuck.
doing a food segment to start
that
the
was
show
fun.
last week.
Mhm.
So we figure let's go that well one more time.
Yeah.
So we got cherry Pop Rocks.
I'm pretty sure I
We
got
don't
it from
have,
the dollar
Coke.
store. I got it from the dollar store, and
Yeah,
I'm
clear my
pretty
throat.
sure that it was. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a lot of Valentine's colors.
Well, yeah, it's just
So I
tis
think
the
it's
season.
kind of. Oh my god! It smells.
Dude, they got like mostly powder.
Well, it is all powder, really. I mean, it's ultimately. We're snorting
Wait,
this. or
mine
we-
looks white.
Are we snorting? No.
This is cocaine. So
What I remember from
Bottoms
when I
up.
was a kid.
I'm just gonna pour some.
Okay. Okay. Now,
Yeah, there it is, right there.
you let it.
Yeah. Well,
Ah.
dude, you want to trip people out? Check this out. Keep talking. That's some creepy ass ASMR right there.
So, do you chew it or do you just let it?
I gotta stop because this is driving me crazy. So let's just get these out of our mouths. And
I
get
feel
back.
like, yeah, I don't need any more.
Yeah, we need to take a time out. All right, so we're back.
Yeah, wow.
That was a lot of sugar. That I'm not gonna say. I think I'm past the age to have Pop Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Not as fun as I remember them.
Well, the thing that sucked is right after we took a pause, I was like, fuck it, and just dumped the rest of the package in my mouth.
Me too.
And then for about 2 minutes after that, I literally felt Pop Rocks.
I still feel it in my head right now.
Like in my sinuses.
It's behind my eyes.
Yeah. Literally. It's just awful.
No one knows what it's like to have
Pop Rocks.
Dude, we did it again. We fucking nailed 2 songs today in one
Behind
podcast.
your eyes.
I was trying to do I don't know how.
Were you doing the sound effect of the Pop
Well, I
Rocks?
fucked up. Well, I fucked up. I started out too high of a note by hitting the cat sound perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
That I didn't have time to think of like how to make a rock sound. Of like, but it's like,
oh, that's cool, man.
makes a suckling sound.
Right.
What are we doing? Anyway,
what are we doing?
let's talk about Peacemaker.
What are we even doing?
That fucking Peacemaker show. Also, so yeah, episode 6. Now we're down to 2 episodes left, and
we do need to do
I gotta
the pizza
say,
time again, though.
well, I mean, really, because by the time this goes up, it'll be Monday. So, but I will.
We're not
going
to talk about.
We're gonna not talk about spoilers. So I mean,
Pizza time.
you've been warned. It's spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the episode, turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here, and then
Get out of here.
and then bring your sorry ass back.
Yeah.
So this episode,
With a credit card.
it's incredible because I've already fellatiated this show enough. Saying like I feel like this show was made for me, but it truly feels like this show gets better every week.
Look, when you have
Like,
John Cena playing, Home Sweet Home
On piano.
straight up on the piano. The only, as a nerdy musician, I do have one criticism. You cannot tell me that there's been somebody in there regularly to tune that fucking piano for however long it's been.
Oh, stop nitpicking. It's a show.
I'm a musician. Okay?
I'm serious.
All right, I'm serious. Seriously, though. That's literally when they started that scene, like when he started doing it, I was
I'm
like,
surprised they did like
I know it's
so
going to
much
be
that they did.
I know it's going to be in tune because duh.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me, that logical idiot brain, that guy that has the glasses that goes, actually, yeah, there was totally like that part of my brain that was like, there's no way that's in tune, man. No way. No way. You hoser.
This isn't a glee club.
This is
Fuck
serious.
yourself, Sebastian, all right? Go fuck yourself. I'm sick
Whoa.
of talking.
Whoa. All right.
All right.
No, so yeah, spoilers, I guess. This is what happens when we record at 10 o'clock at night. It's off the rails, man. I may have had a few Steve Weisers.
After dark.
What? Yes, took a sip there. Peacemaker.
Volume
Is-
6.
Episode 6.
I'm
What?
sorry.
This is a Guardians of the Galaxy. It was an interesting episode because it was like such a great raising of the stakes of the last 2 episodes that I honestly don't know how they're going to wrap all of this up in these next 2 episodes. Because I feel like everything
a lot of death.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I feel like everything is going to get wrapped up in episode 7, and then we're going to get the resolution in episode 8. But I could be totally wrong because this whole season has completely subverted my expectations, and it continued with this episode because this episode is such a good balance of what makes it great is the humor and the like intense moments of this episode because this James Gunn, people forget, knows how to do horror. Like, he started doing, like, gory horror movies before he started. He was doing trauma shit, then he did Slither. Like, and that sequence, when they're walking out of the police station, is fucking creepy and horrifying.
If you paid attention earlier when Detective Song
when she
does the whole
when-
thing with, it's true, or the thing that I hate about human bodies is that you have to relearn how to smile in each body. And if you noticed, here's the thing that didn't make any sense to me. I thought Locke was already a butterfly. So how has he made another, you know what I mean?
No, he was never a butterfly. He was Waller's, and he was helping. Waller sent him to help inside the police department so they'd stop sniffing around for Peacemaker. You got it, all right? Goodness. You can't be making your own drops inside the show, okay? Just not allowed.
You know how many times just there I could have done that?
Yes.
But see? Too many Tyler drops.
Mm-hmm. Too many.
But that whole sequence is just horrifying. Well, in
the butterflies in general, just all the spaceships landing and shit, and you're like, oh shit.
Well, it's just the up and downs of it. It's just the fact that we start to feel for the Goff butterfly for a sec, because we get more of Cena treating him like a pet, like feeding him. And then he makes the peace sign that you've seen in the sneak peeks,
which was a fucking lie.
Yeah, liar, Goff.
Liar.
But also
butterflyer.
But then we start to see them communicate, and he's like, knock once for yes, knock twice for no.
What's your favorite color?
Yeah, and then Vigilante, just being Vigilante, is like, yeah, is your favorite color teal? Why the fuck would his color be teal? One, why would we care? And two,
are you going to ask him every color? Yeah, I'm just going to ask him every color. And don't tell me that you're not excited by the prospect of an alien having the favorite color of teal. Great. Classic.
I feel like he's only saying that because it's teal on his costume.
I think teal is a fucking badass color.
Yeah.
I'm tired of teal getting a fucking bad name, man.
No, man. No. Teal is a shit color, and you know it.
Listen, if your teal is shit. If your shit is teal, you're having trouble.
Great segue.
You need to see a doctor.
So that whole sequence happens, and then we find out that the police are storming Peacemaker's home, his little trailer. So him and Vigilante are escaping. Vigilante takes Goff with them, but you hear shh, shh, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm duct taping him to my back so my hands can be free." And I was like, of course. Because as soon as it happens, you know that it's like, that's going to break.
Yeah.
It's going to break. He's going to fuck this up. And then, yeah, sure enough, as they're trying to escape. And there's a nice moment where you're seeing again that Peacemaker is kind of coming to grips with the reality of, I don't want to kill people anymore.
Yeah.
And so you see that with Vigilante.
He's like, great, I'm out.
Take his knife out, getting ready to throw, and then he's like, no, she's a cop. Or, yeah, they're a cop.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. Like, he's so sad about it.
Yeah, he's really sad.
And then he's like, yeah, where's your car? I Ubered. Why? It's your day off. I thought we'd get fucked up. Which...
That's an episode
That is funny because I have definitely had that discussion, like that moment in my earlier 20s when I was living in Lincoln with my buddies. That was definitely a thing where we're like, hey, do you have the day off? Yeah. Sweet. You want to do day drinking? Sure. Let's do it.
Dude, there's nothing better.
And we just day drink
when you're younger.
We just day drink by the pool and shit. So I understand Vigilante on that aspect.
Yeah. When you're
day
younger.
off, you get fucked up.
My day is no longer now. I honestly
feel...
no,
not now. I mean, I'm married and have a kid on the way.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit anymore.
Well, even, yeah. It just feels like a waste of a whole fucking day. It really does.
I don't know, man. Day drinking can be fun.
Day drinking?
But you know what? Well, you know what's not fun, Tyler?
No.
Is falling off a tree and busting open the jar that contained an alien life form.
And then, got rid of,
Dude, I was upset,
who
by the
I
way.
really liked. Who I thought was one of the better characters.
Dude, that's why this episode is so shocking and raising of the stakes of everything that's happening because, yeah, she is a likable character. I liked her a lot. And to have her get... And I thought for a second that she was going to help them. Like, Goff was going to be like, they're good. but he immediately goes, or it immediately goes back to being like, fuck it, let's do the full-scale invasion, which is so fucking tragic because that character was so cool. And then the scene after that, well, and then we also find out that everybody pretty much everybody but Peacemaker and Vigilante know that Myrn is a butterfly now on the team. And Hardcore is like, it's shitty, but it's what it is what it is. And the fact that they're like, Economos puts his fingers in his ears, and he literally does that. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. No, they tell him, like, does Economos know? Like, yeah. But, he literally just kind of put his fingers in his ears about, oh, okay. Thinking metaphorically. And, of course, when he walks in.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, he actually does it? Yeah, I told you
that. So that's what I was wondering about this. So the way that they're portraying this is Myrn is trying to their planet's dying where the butterflies are from. Yeah. They came here, and Myrn, because there was two theories. It was one, either he was trying to commit the genocide of that race, or it was that he was the good one that was trying to stop the evil invasion. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think Myrn is gonna help with the invasion at some point. I think he's gonna turn on the humans, like he was trying to do it from the inside. I don't know. I feel like there's one more twist left that we're missing here at the end of this season, and I don't necessarily think it will be with Myrn. Maybe I don't know, but there was a really good moment though with him when Abadayo confronts him about it. He has a really good moment of like, I know that I took this person's life, pretty much, because he's like, I know there was some good in there. I can still feel his memories, but I know there's some good in there. And he actually has a really cool moment of being like, yeah, it's fucked up that I had to do this to this person, but you got to trust me on this because I'm trying to do the right thing, And it was a good moment.
No, from what I understand, the guy that Myrn took over or whatever was not a good guy. Was like a...
No, but he does have that thing of saying that even he had some good in him.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
And that's like one of his guilt.
I do got to say, like, I mean, I know it's just a show and everything, but knowing that all of those people are now, like, dead...
It sucks. It's awful. Especially... And again, that's why it's such a good raising...
I thought maybe her partner would make it out alive.
Right. And it is
he was cool.
And it's a cool twist. And it, again, continues to raise the stakes of the show more than I can imagine. But I got to say, I got to wonder, what is the deal with James Gunn and aliens that inhabit people's bodies? Because he did it in Slither... He did it in Suicide Squad, and now he's doing it in this show. He's done it 3 times now. And you know what?
What's more frightening than people that you know and love that's turning into something else?
But that's the thing, Tyler. He's done it in clever enough ways that all 3 stories are different. And so it isn't...
Isn't he talking about Thanksgiving these days with your family?
What? Damn it. I didn't have the board up.
What?
No, I mean, these days you get together. I mean, families are being divided by politics these days.
But I want to make it clear. I like that he's clever enough with this to still tell that kind of a story, but be different each time.
But I think that's the metaphor that he's going for.
Well, and I think that it's and
I think it's
also terrifying.
It's not just terrifying, but it also is a rite of passage. Like, as you grow older, I can tell you, I'm not the same guy I was when I was 27. Now, that doesn't mean I'm completely a different person, but my, I don't have the same brain. I don't do the same things now that I did then. And, you can talk about the change that you see in, family members and whatnot. I think sometimes you don't see it until it's too late or whatever you want to say. But I think you could also look at it as a psychological kind of change in people as well. Because as you grow older, you change. There's no other way around it,
What what I was trying to get at
grow
is,
out of relationships sometimes.
is
you know?
what you were saying about. I don't know. It's interesting because how it's done differently.
Mm.
Because in Suicide Squad, it's essentially the same thing.
Mm.
All those people that Starro gets, they're dead.
Yeah,
So-
Starro and Butterflies are kind of similar. The only difference is that Starros have a big star on their forehead or on their face.
Well,
and Butterflies have
Starro
blood.
is a hive mind,
Yeah.
whereas the Butterflies
True.
have their own independence.
True that.
And
And I've never seen Slither, so I don't know.
So there's well, have you seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yes.
It's along those similar lines.
Yeah.
It's,
And that
it's like
one
an
is-
updated version of
That
that.
the reason why that's terrifying is that, you know, you feel like
But
you
it's
trust
actu-
the
but it's-
people that you love and in your family, and then one day they're not those people that you knew and loved.
I think you would like it. By the way, it's earlier James Gunn, but I think you'd like it.
so you think you can tell me what I would like and not like?
I'm just
now,
saying,
huh?
I know a thing or two about taste.
Listen here,
But yeah. So we have that moment, and you know, I love how they're building and keep building on the fact that these they have their secrets, but they're still friends. They're still a family-esque. Well, I'd say they're still a team. I wouldn't say family, whatever. And that moment shines through when Harcourt makes a dove of peace for Peacemaker on one of his guns.
Oh,
Of course, he downplays it, and he's like, it's facing the wrong way.
but no,
but thanks.
he realizes he goes into normal mode and does like, you know,
Downplay it.
Right,
I'm
but
still
then-
the alpha male.
But then he understands. He's like, I don't have to be such a douche about things. And she did this for me. She did something for me that I didn't ask for, and that's what friends do. So he understood that the proper response was, hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think they're going to end up fucking.
I mean, how can you not look at them? You gotta have those two beautiful people.
Look at them, too. I mean, I don't know about you, but when somebody says fucking, I think of those two.
When they say fucking, I come a running. Wow. No, we
That's
totally.
so-
There's so much that happens in this episode. You know
We're
what?
so not getting into a James Gunn production anymore.
No.
Fuck. Sorry, man. Sorry, Jake.
Sorry,
sorry
James Gunn. We're sorry.
Jennifer Holland. Sorry, John Cena.
That's it. I had to say that. Hey, that's the reality.
We totally forgot to talk about this at the beginning of the episode. Is when he's at the school, and he's.
Forgot about
Man, John Cena is so fucking funny in this role, and like his ability to say like
Kid with
sad,
sad eyes.
yeah, kid with sad eyes, and like not even bothered.
it. Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, a Canadian tuxedo. Wow, it is so good. But do you have any pets? Yeah, I do. Great question. It's a pet eagle. I call it Eagly. Why is it such a? What did he say? What such a? Something about the name of it.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Why are you my least favorite kid in this class?"
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like shit like that.
So great.
And then the fact that it was the janitor, like they tied it back to the fucking.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Like, listen.
I remember when I remember you saying in the hospital.
that you would do anything for me.
Don't remember saying that.
Who was the what was the other kid? So he's telling him as they're walking away.
The last one is the funniest one, yeah. When she goes, you know, my mom. He goes, yeah, what such and such.
Oh right,
and
yeah.
she, you might be my dad.
I gotta go. No, but when they're walking away from the classroom and he's telling Peacemaker about the other kid who brought, he had to, because his kid came home crying because some other kid brought his dad or whatever, and they had like an iguana. Was it a kid from like his parents worked at the zoo?
I don't know.
What was it?
I don't remember. Oh, I do remember. There is a scene of him saying, "Do you have an origin story?"
Yeah.
And he has the
No, but
we have the flashback again.
him and the janitor are walking away after the whole thing.
Well, I don't know if they're. I don't know what you're talking about. I missed it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, he's Peacemaker's pissed because the kids made fun of him, and the janitor's trying to talk to him, and he's like, "Thank you so much for doing this. Last week, this other kid in class brought da 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 da," and I get and my kid comes home in tears and is like, "Hey, do you our our family sucks.
Yeah,
All of our
okay,
family
yeah, I
sucks.
remember
What is it?
you-
An
yeah.
uncle?
Yeah, I remember what you're talking
An
about.
uncle who works at the zoo or something? I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. I remember. I thought there was actually a
Man, I
dude
just
with an
don't even
iguana.
know, like, his-
Is what you're referring to.
You know,
so.
I mean,
Uh,
we're so in sync at sometimes, and other times it's just like, what the fuck are we doing?
well, I'm saying if it's music related, we'll nail it. But anything else, we're fucked.
I'm just like,
So let's get to.
I've tuned out of the podcast. I'm doing my own. All right.
Also, this is credit to the show. Like when the end credits hit, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it.
Yeah,
Like, I
but
want more.
I knew it was coming though.
Yeah, but
Fuckers.
so the end of the episode,
Fucking dicks.
we have that song "Monster" playing, as we see that. What was her name? Do you remember the name of the agent?
Song.
A
Detective Song.
She's just standing outside waiting, and then you see all of the butterfly ships fly in, and they open the hatch, and she like roars at them, and they like roar back with their little butterfly fists. I hate the fact that they're kind of cute looking, and I kind of think they're like cute little butterfly looking things.
Gross.
But then they infect people, so they're dicks. But
Gross.
so then she takes that whole fleet and just rips through that fucking Evergreen police station, which was nuts.
Oh yeah.
And it was in slow-mo with that song, and like it was just, again, like I was saying at the beginning, it just continues to show you that, like, hey, James Gunn made his bones in fucking horror movies, so he knows how to make it like really intense, scary moment. And yeah, seeing the other detective bite it, seeing fucking Locke, the inside man who's been fixing everything for Peacemaker, fucking bite it. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Gets all the prisoners, that big buff fucking white supremacist. You're like, shit.
Yeah.
Like it was such a masterful build to the end of this season. I was like, holy fuck, that was awesome. And I was like, again, and it was so devastating because Song is the one that we liked a lot.
I liked both her and her partner.
Yeah. And to see her be the catalyst of like the crazy fucking massacre in that police station was like, damn, that hits double hard. Like, oh.
It hits about as hard as a
It's about as hard as a
rock.
like a rock. So yeah, Peacemaker continues to be my favorite show. I mean,
Continues to impress.
it. I say it every week, but it really is the show that I'm excited for.
And
every
let's
week.
not forget about the whole thing with the White Dragon.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually think we were gonna see him. Like, and that's another thing.
First thing, I'm gonna go home and have a beer and call a chick over to suck my cock. Then I'm gonna do something I should always do.
Dude, again, that's how much happens in this episode. I totally forgot that scene also has him suiting up as the White Dragon. So it's like now you're finally seeing all three storylines converge at once, because he set it up where the detective storyline gets eliminated because the butterflies take that over, and now the White Dragon's coming in. Now they're trying to go to the cow that has all that weird like liquid that they eat. That weird honey
juice.
That mommy milk.
Honey. What? Jesus Christ. Honey.
Why did I say that? Oh my god.
Honey juice in the cow.
What?
That deserves two. See, again, if it's music related, we'll fucking nail it.
Oh.
Should have made a musical podcast.
God damn it.
Let's talk about Peacemaker.
Let's talk about peace.
But yeah, that was crazy too, seeing him suit up.
And
it's like, fuck, man, everything's gonna come
everything's
crashing
gonna come
down.
to a head at once. And unfortunately, it looks like all of the White Dragon and all of his minions have at least their mouths covered.
I like Abbott. Is it? I think I said it right the first time, right? Abadayo.
Adebayo.
Wow.
Adebayo.
I'm terrible with names.
It's okay.
I love her character, but fuck Amanda Waller. she was still gonna pin all this shit on Peacemaker because of that fucking diary. Like, fuck you, Amanda Waller. Again, James Gunn knows how to write her because he knows how to make her this cold, calculating
bitch.
I
Wow.
was gonna say Queen Bee, but I prefer Queen Bee. I just don't like the way you just said bitch twice. It seemed very unnecessarily aggressive.
I'm sorry.
Yikes.
Wow. Well, no, it's.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
So, moving on. Let's talk about. So, full disclosure. I have not watched all of the recent episode of Book of Boba Fett, but I already had it spoiled for me, so I know pretty much everything that happens in this episode.
Oh, you do, huh?
I know the big reveal. Oh, by the way.
Pizza time.
I know the big reveal of Cad Bane.
Well, yes and no.
All right, fine. I'm not going to watch the fucking episode. I'm not going to because I'm pissed.
Why? Oh, yes. Okay, let's get into this. Yeah.
I want to be clear. I will eventually watch the episode.
No, I know. But
the
no, I
reason
forgot
I'm
what we
upset-
were originally talking about.
Yes, and the whole reason for this segment was for me to rant and you to rant because you're probably in the same boat as I am.
We're in the same boat, but on different sides of the boat.
No, we're not. We're on the same. We're simpatical.
Really?
Yeah. Here's the thing. This continues to show me the last.
Because see, I thought
the last 2 weeks.
Right. Well, see, I thought that like really overselling the word bitch would be funny because you were trying to like.
What are
work
you
your
doing?
way
We're talking about
around it.
We're talking about
I know,
Boba Fett
but
now.
I
We moved
know.
on. We moved on.
No. See, what I'm saying is that I thought we were simpatico, but right there we weren't. So I don't know if we are on Boba Fett.
Oh,
now.
because I'm getting mad. Oh my
No,
God.
because I mean, maybe we're just not the complete same brain.
All right. So anyway, the reason I'm upset
I think we're upset for the same
with
reasons.
the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
And again, I think we're probably in the same line of thought. I don't want to say fucking same boat again because I'm already mad at you about it.
Listen, we're on the same boat. But on
we're in the
different
same boat, but I'm
latitudes.
paddling here and you're paddling there, and we're fucking shit. I'm so mad at you right now. But no, the reason I'm upset with
But it's comedy gold. See,
this episode, this is what we get for
off the rails.
recording late at night.
Yep.
After dark. Why is it a cat? I don't know.
But it's really good.
Because the last 2 episodes of this show, well, I just got to start talking about it because if I don't,
Sure.
we'll keep getting sidetracked.
Let's do it.
It's just the same old shit, you know?
Shit.
Shut your face up and do it.
Not because I'm a Boba Fett stan. I've said I am. I know I am. I'm looking at the Boba Fett helmet in my basement right now in the Man Cave Studios. But what I'm upset about is and I said this last week, and now it's 2 episodes in a row that we've had to undercut the momentum of the show and just turn this into a pointless show. This show shouldn't exist. It should not exist.
I literally like took my brain off of what you were saying for a second and came right back. And for a second, I was like, "Are you talking about our show?"
It isn't a show. It's shit.
I thought you were literally like, "This is the last show because it just
I'm
sucks."
fucking done.
I'm fucking tired of you, Tyler. I'm so sorry.
No, they have to me. And maybe, again, I'm not ruling out that they're not in the last few episodes. They aren't going to turn this around and make it about Boba
Sure.
Fett again somehow.
But
at this point, I've lost a lot of interest. And there are a lot of people. Hey.
Okay.
And here's why I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
I want to make this very clear. I'm frustrated because the chapter 5 was great, and I'm sure chapter 6 is great. But my issues with this is it could have just been Mandalorian season 3, and it should have just been Mandalorian season 3. We shouldn't even have a fucking Boba Fett show at this point. Just take Boba Fett's plot and make it the subplot of the season 3. And while Mando's doing his Mando shit, Boba calls him, says, "Hey, bro, come over here. We got to fuck these dudes up." "Sure, will do, buddy. I don't have a kid anymore. Fuck it." I miss him, though. I'll fly down and do his shit. You know what I mean?
Slow the fuck.
Why are we
slow the fuck down,
Tyler?
No.
Why are we taking 2
You are-
episodes of an 8-episode season?
Oh my god!
Just
You are
fucking
calm
jack off,
Jesus
Jin
Christ.
Man,
I mean,
Tin Man, Jin Man.
you were so pissed.
What the fuck?
You were so pissed.
I'm gonna take a time out because you're right. I've been rambling. You defend.
You know what? Actually, I do.
Say
need,
your-
I
say your
do
piece.
need to. I do need to take a pee. So maybe we should let's take a break.
We'll
be right
We'll
back.
take a quick time out.
Yeah,
You'll say
take
your
a
piece.
time out. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of nuances about the episode that you don't get right now,
Okay.
and I don't want to tell you about them because I don't want to spoil it for you. Okay, but you say that you've been spoiled already.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what you know about the episode.
No, I mean I don't. All I really
Okay.
had spoiled was is Luke in it?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so I knew that. Cad Bane's in it,
Mm-hmm.
and Grogu, obviously. But
Ahsoka Tano.
there was another one.
Ahsoka Tano.
She's in it? I didn't know she was in it.
Oh well, fuck you.
Well, anyway, I'm sure this is their way.
The point is
of
that
tying it in.
the episode ends with a cliffhanger. Okay. And the bottom line is that I'm not gonna because the episode gave me so much of what I wanted and what I like. Part of me is okay with it being another Mandalorian centric episode. The problem that I have is I agree with you. Why
Well,
the
it's
fuck
frustrating.
are we watching the Mandalorian when we're talking about Boba fucking Fett?
Yeah.
So while I don't agree with you on some aspects of it, I agree with you in general on the whole,
Yeah.
which is, yes, why the fuck are we watching the fucking Mandalorian
And-
when it's the fucking book of Boba Fett?
My thing with
Even though they're great episodes, they should have been. Here's how it should have ended. Okay? When Fennec Shand shows up at the last episode and says, "Hey, I need some muscle," and he goes, "Yeah, but I got to take care of something first," right?
yeah.
That's how that episode ended, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that should have ended like that, and then
Next episode, he's there.
next episode he's back from whatever he did.
And you see it in season 3, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's almost like you and I wrote television shows for a living. We don't, but somehow I fucking. How the fuck did you not find us, Lucasfilm? I mean, we could. I'm just saying the decisions are like, huh?
Well, okay. That's
Why?
that's what it boils down to. I have no issues with the content at all. I'm sure when I watch this episode, I'm gonna enjoy it. I enjoyed the last episode.
Right.
The last episode was fantastic.
But feel like you're gonna have the same kind of reaction that I did, which is like, what the fuck?
Which is frustrating because in no way am I saying it's bad. I just don't understand if this was Favreau's decision.
You know what? Let's put it.
Or if it was Kathleen Kennedy's. I don't know whose decision it was.
Let's put this in perspective.
Yeah.
Say you're a big fan of Desperate Housewives, right? And you're watching Desperate Housewives, and it's going on for a couple seasons, and then oh hey, you know what? Here's a spin-off called Sex in the City.
Oh,
And it's not, but you watch.
I know.
You watch Sex in the City because it's a spin-off of Desperate Housewives, and after 4 episodes of this Sex in the City, and you're like, wow, I really like these characters, and then all of a sudden, for 2 episodes, it's all Desperate Housewives, even though the show is called Sex in the City.
Yeah.
All the characters and all the storylines relate to Desperate Housewives. That's irritating. Hey, Chicago Med. You really
don't
like
forget
that
about
show?
Chicago Med and Chicago Fire
You
and
love Chicago
PD.
Med, don't you? You're watching Chicago
Well,
Med.
I think you
and
made
you love it.
you made your point.
And
you made
then
your point.
and then a couple episodes in the first season of Chicago Med, it's NCIS Hawaii, and you're like, "Well, that's unexpected."
Good episodes, but why are they here?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, God
It's a
damn it.
long way to say that.
No, it wasn't. I could have made it much longer.
I'm just kidding. I've been rambling this.
No,
whole
I'm
episode.
saying like I could
no,
have,
and yeah,
and I wanted to,
and I don't,
but
and
you
I
stopped
don't
me.
want to be.
God damn it.
Well, I want to make it clear that I have nothing again. I don't know whose decision it was to have those 2 episodes. Yeah. But I don't know. It is frustrating because I just feel like why the stopgap between this and season 3 of Mandalorian and not just tie them together. I just don't get it. Cuz you clearly established in season 2 of Mandalorian that they have a relationship that is combative at first cuz he just wants his armor back, but they have a good bond towards that season. Why not still play with that in the next season and not worry about Boba Fett? And you honestly could do all the shit that you've been doing in Boba Fett. You could do that underneath a Mandalorian episode. You could have the cutbacks to him getting out of the Sarlacc pit, to him with the Tusken Raiders, with the bike gang, all that stuff. You could do that in a condensed fashion underneath in the Mandalorian season, and then tie it together, and then that's when we have their two plots converging.
You know what the big mistake of Book of Boba Fett is in general?
Yeah.
Not making it a 6-episode limited series, limited, about how he got out of the Sarlacc pit and how he got to meet up with the Mandalorian.
That's it.
That's fucking it.
No, but here's the problem. People would bitch that he's not in his armor.
Fuck off.
The same people
you know what, Star Wars?
And then the same people that bitch that he took his helmet off, and it's like...
You know what actually really pisses me off more than anything about these last 2 episodes?
What?
Is this bullshit in the credits, starring in order of appearance, Tamura Morrison. Motherfucker wasn't in that one either. You fucking lying ass piece of shit.
Oh.
Whoa.
I do like that.
I love the theme,
and that's what's annoying.
Yeah.
And that's what's annoying is because I defended it right away, where I liked. All right, are you done? Well, I liked the.
Fuck you, man.
Well, don't do the whole fucking theme song. Jesus Christ. Trying to do a damn show
fucking
here.
Try to talk. You're so.
I don't even want to make my point at this point.
Oh my God!
I don't even.
Did you just forget it?
No, I have it.
Talk
I have it
about
right
it.
in my pocket. I just
Then
want to. I
fucking
don't.
say
I
it.
want to show it to you right here. It's my middle finger. Here you go. Fuck you. I just. It's just. It is so frustrating because it is actually good content. That's what's annoying. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but
you kind of sound ungrateful.
I do. Well, I'm just saying that I really like the slower pace of those first 3 episodes, and then that build on the 4th episode, and then just to have these 2 diversions. While I'm sure they're great at setting up season 3 of Mandalorian and all this other shit, it's just I'm sorry, I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't care about the Filoni Clone Wars prequel apologist shit. I don't
Look.
I want new stories.
Hold
I'm honest.
up.
I
Hold
just-
up again. Because I gotta tell you, like, I didn't give a shit about Cad Bane either, dude. But when you watch it,
Oh, I've seen the scene that he's in. It's
Okay.
great. It's a great scene.
so
And
I don't give a shit about
that,
the Filoniverse either. But I
love that
like,
Cobb Vanth is in there
okay,
too. That was nice.
what the
Seeing
fuck?
him back.
So it's nice to. I mean, it's a cool new character that you know very little about. That's cool. That's rare in these franchises that you know a character that you know
I don't know.
little
I
about.
just know how vast the lore of Star Wars is.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to see. I'm anxious to see the
Okay, so I understand
stories
now.
that we could tell in the universe.
Let me boil down your main issue with these things, because I had the same issue, and a lot of people had the same issue with Star Wars. Enough of the Skywalker bullshit.
Yes.
And unfortunately, these things are basically, now they aren't Skywalker centric, but they're Skywalker adjacent. And guess who shows up? Luke Skywalker.
See, and that's the thing.
So you can't, you aren't really taking us away from the Skywalker saga at all, are you? You fucking lying pieces of shit.
I thought it was cool.
That's the second time I said that about them. I still want a
Sebastian
cameo.
Stan.
Still want a cameo of me.
Of you. Is what? Who? Bib Fortuna?
I want to be a sand person. Or an Ithorian, a hammerhead.
Well, I thought you wanted to be a Tusken Raider.
Either one.
Either one.
Sand people is Tusken Raiders.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't know they were interchangeable. No, the episode, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. I really do. It's just, I don't know. I'm interested of like the high empire stuff, the like being further away from it and telling unique. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
No, it's understandable
because what I'm getting at is
more,
I like the idea of the Boba Fett stuff, and I like that the Mandalorian is tying
the
those
Outer
things.
Rim type shit, like the lawlessness. That's what made the Mandalorian great in the first place.
Yeah.
And then guess what happened? Hey, guess what happened, Jake? They introduced this character and inadvertently created a craze. The child.
Yeah.
And holy shit, you've never seen manufacturers churn out fucking merch of that little fucking turd.
Well, that's what Star Wars has always been, though.
As soon as, sure. But the way Mandalorian Season 2 played out and ended was like, holy shit, wow, cool, great. Okay, now there's a Book of Boba Fett coming out, okay. And somehow it's still related to what the fuck? Are you seriously just writing this as the checks come in? Because if that's the case, fucking quit now. Because I don't want to watch it.
What kills me about it, too, is people's two favorite episodes of this show are Mandalorian episodes.
Fuck off, you guys. Just
no, it's not.
Fuck
It's
off.
not their fault. It's not their fault because they're good episodes. They're no.
It is. These are the same fucks who made Kelly Marie Tran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm not even saying that. I just think
I'm not either. Not honestly.
it just seems like
but fuck all y'all.
What frustrates me sometimes is I just feel like Disney's Star Wars is too. They don't want to take chances anymore because of The Last Jedi. They don't want to take chances, and when they do take chances with the Mandalorian, it works. But I just feel like sometimes it just seems like they're not confident enough to make a Boba Fett show.
Right.
So they shoehorn in 2 Mandalorian episodes.
With the fucking child.
Yeah. And it just...
It's almost like they were filming while they're releasing them. Almost. Like,
that's what I mean. It felt like the internet...
First 4...
I feel like the internet reaction changed the show, even though I know that's not true. But that's what it feels like, yeah. It feels like Twitter is dictating this show.
Are they filming Mandalorian Season 3 right now?
I have no idea.
I'm just saying it wouldn't fucking surprise me one bit if they were 4 episodes into Book of Boba Fett and they were tired of the shit and Kathleen Kennedy, that fucking waffling asshole, was like, oh, you know what? Do you have a couple episodes of The Mandalorian ready? Okay, great. Let's just put those in there.
Just throw them in here.
I'm serious, dude.
Yeah. It's just...
The powers that be that are in charge of Star Wars are so incompetent. God. Stop reacting. Create. That's my message to the powers that be that run Star Wars. From now on, stop reacting and fucking create. And until you...
Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I am done. I get pissed I get the same level of pissed as you, but for different reasons about this. Doesn't make sense to me either.
All right, I'll stop. It's like we said, we aggressively agree on things. Where if you haven't listened to this podcast often, you're probably like, why are these two angrily agreeing with each other?
But it just, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the most frustrating thing is it's not that it's bad, it's just I don't it undermines the other show. So my thought process is why make a separate show if you could honestly tell this story?
You know why the MCU is so successful and why
you could have honestly told it in a fucking movie. Just made a movie. Just made a Disney Plus movie. Why not do that?
Here's why the Here's why the MCU is so successful. It's because Feige, if there is a large internet whatever, he doesn't react. He adjusts. Okay? He rolls and adjusts. He doesn't completely change shit because of internet reactions. He might go, okay, you know what? We're going to do this slightly different because I heard you.
Yeah.
We're still going to do what we were going to do, but we're going to do it in a different manner so it's, we're hearing you, right? We're adjusting to the times. Star Wars reacts and then creates shit. And again, it's not shit. It's just, it is because of the way it was and the reason why it was created. I'm angry at these shows now because you took the beauty of Star Wars and showed me that you loved it, and now you're just fucking using it as a fucking bank account. And I thought you were better than that, Favreau.
Here's really gonna say that about the man who helped start the MCU.
Hopefully that's not him doing it. Hopefully it's somebody else. But he's not helping if the decision for these last two was to be,
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
A little long-winded.
I've been long-winded all night, man. It's
No.
all right. It's okay.
You?
No, here's because we've talked about this previously about the idea of continuing the Snyderverse, but just committing it to HBO Max. I really hope that the Batgirl HBO Max movie works.
Yeah.
And I hope that sends a signal to Disney as well of like, okay, so we could do these smaller character stories on Disney Plus. And I feel like they could have done the Book of Boba Fett as a Disney Plus movie. Because, you could say maybe it just doesn't have that mainstream appeal that a Boba Fett movie you thought might have had maybe a decade ago. Then sure, put it on Disney Plus. Get people to watch it there. And I hope that Batgirl is successful, and that kind of sets that trend of, okay, so we can make these smaller movies.
Right.
And make them work for HBO.
Right.
Even with the fact that they got Keaton involved says a lot to me. They're like, okay, maybe we're starting to see that trend change, and with all the different original content, which is good or bad depending on how you want to look at it.
Yeah, depending on how you.
All these fucking streaming services getting expensive. That's why I wrote a whole song about it.
What?
Coming soon. So anyway, that's our rant about the Book of Boba Fett. There's two things I want to do that are kind of shorter topics that we'll do, and then we'll bring back a classic segment edited for TV.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we still got some...
Right, for a second there, I was like, what? I don't have anything prepared.
So I noticed we haven't had a lot of comic book discussion, so I wanted to kind of talk about this. So DC, we talked about how they're going to kill the Justice League, right? Well, they're also doing a special limited edition, like mini-series, 6 issues, called Jurassic League.
It sounds great.
So here's the official press release.
Yes.
Quote, you know the story. An infant escapes the destruction of its home planet, and it's deposited on Earth to be raised by human parents. A goddess from a lost city defends truth. A theropod? Yeah, theropod dons the visage of a bat to strike fear into evildoers' hearts. This heroic trinity, alongside a league of other superpowered dinosaurs, join forces to save a prehistoric Earth from the sinister machinations of Darkseid. What? Wait? What's this? Okay, maybe you don't know the story. So join us and bear witness to a brand new yet older than time travel adventure. Experience the Justice League as you have never seen them before. No, it's pretty exciting because I have seen some of the...
now that you read that, I'm not as excited.
Well, it's because it's a press release. It's really lame.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know.
No, it was actually your delivery.
Yeah, it was shit. I'll admit it. No.
What? Fuck you, man.
Based on what I've seen of just the art,
it's
such a wacky, out there story that
it's kind
you
of
can
like,
only tell in comics, and I love it.
It's kind of like when DC started doing Looney Tunes comics, and Hanna-Barbera comics.
Yeah, and they made that one like
Dude, they made the
Elmer
Flintstones.
Fudd Batman one that was like really good.
Dude,
I was like, what?
The Flintstones comic book that DC made was one of the best
Like licensed
social satires of our times that I've read or seen or anything. It was fucking brilliant, dude. And it's the fucking Flintstones. No shit. I'll let you borrow it, dude. It's fucking great.
Joker is also a dinosaur in this, so there's going to be a different kind of villains too. But honestly, the
know what?
The
If you can
art
make it
looks
work,
fantastic.
sure, great.
No, it looks really
Sounds
cool.
good. Let me see it.
I don't have
Fucking dick.
what? Sorry, yeah.
Wow, that was
This is
so
super
rough.
aggressive.
It was
No.
so
I
aggro.
love it when they really embrace the idea of like, hey, we're comic books. We can tell whatever stories we want. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see.
DC
these-
does have that over Marvel of being able to tell just self-contained.
Tyler, you got to also understand. I'm a '90s bitch.
Mm.
You know,
You are a bitch.
I'm a '90s. I'm a '90s.
Wow.
I'm a '90s kid, so I love like shit like Street Sharks. So
Yeah, nice.
I'm into that idea. So
Dude, what was that thing that
I'm
we were
into
watching?
fucking dinosaur Batman and Superman fighting.
What show were we
Dinosaur
watching
Joker.
where it's like it was
Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken.
Totally unique character. Because yeah, Street Sharks was clearly a response to.
They're not turtles, they're
TMNT.
sharks. And they don't love pizza, they love burgers.
Unique character. Yeah.
Did you know Robot Chicken is coming out with a new season?
Jeez.
Yeah, at the end of February.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it on Jurassic League. That's all they
Yeah.
have out. It's coming out this summer, and I think it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to talk about. Now take everything what we're about to talk about with a grain of salt, because I don't necessarily believe it, but I think it's an interesting conversation.
Okay.
There's a leaked rumor. Or how would I phrase that? There's a rumored leak. That's the proper verbiage of the MCU trying to do a World War Hulk storyline. So according to this is from 4chan, so take it with an absolute gigantic salt mine.
Aren't these the same cocksuckers who birthed QAnon? Cool.
Well, that's why I'm saying it's fun. It's still, I think, that's why I don't believe it at all, and that's
Right.
why. But I do think.
No, I have heard rumblings of this before.
So the project will split the World War Hulk storyline into 2 movies. This is why I don't believe it. The first following Ruffalo's Bruce Banner as he journeys into space to find his son Scar. The adaptation's second half will allegedly feature appearances from multiple MCU heroes who come together to decide whether they should kill an out-of-control Banner before he causes too much destruction. The second film's MCU series, MCU heroes will have apparently included She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Hawkeye, War Machine, Black Widow, Florence Pugh, Cersei from the Eternals, Black Knight, and several others. Additionally, the 4chan user claims that some of the film's heroes will die fighting Banner. So this is not really going to happen. But I'm saying let's pretend it would happen. So let's pretend that we could have a World War Hulk. I like the possibility of that being on the table. I don't think it would work, personally.
I think, first of all, you kind of used so many elements in Ragnarok.
And well, yeah, dude, Ragnarok is Planet Hulk, 100%.
I mean, I know World War Hulk is a different concept,
but Planet
and everything,
Hulk
but
precedes that. That sets up World War Hulk, yeah.
I just don't look. If you guys are trying to get around making a Hulk movie, just fucking pay the money and shut the fuck up.
Well,
You have it.
well, here's another
Hey,
thing.
Universal, we'd really like to make a Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo. How much do you want? All the money in the world. Shit. All right, guys, we're not doing it.
Here's the thing I propose to you, Tyler.
Because I get that.
Since we know that with What If, Disney is maybe looking to do a little bit more animated projects for Marvel. Back in the day, they had they did their own kind of like animated solo.
They did a
movies.
World
You know
War
how like
Hulk.
DC,
Yeah, it's on.
No,
fuck.
no, it's Planet Hulk.
right.
But they did Hulk versus. They did
a-
Hulk versus, and they did because it was Hulk versus Thor, Hulk versus Wolverine, and then they did a Hulk. Planet Hulk was after that.
which is not bad.
No, I enjoyed it a lot, but they had to make changes.
Sure.
Like Beta Ray Bill is in this. And which man, you need to give me that miniseries. I've been trying to read. I keep forgetting to remind you to bring that so I can read it. The Beta Ray Bill storyline. But
Remind me before
they
I
made
head
some
out,
changes, but I just think that like for instance, on HBO Max, I can go into their little DC hub and find a lot of their DC animated universe movies, or just their DC animated movies, their Justice League cartoon, the Batman series. Like there's so much investment that DC put into their animation that I think Marvel could do, and they could do a really cool World War Hulk, but make it an animated movie. Because that way you don't have to pay big time actors. You can, well, I mean, you pay the voice actors, but I'm essentially saying that you don't have to spend all that time getting everybody. You could even get fucking like you did with What If. You could get the same actors to revoice their characters and do it in a World War Hulk movie. That'd be fucking fun to watch. Ruffalo in an animated movie, like that'd be crazy to do. But I know they probably won't do something like that, but I would rather see that than an MCU World War Hulk.
Me too.
Because I think you could do so much
You know
more
what?
in animation.
If you are going to work towards setting up the next big crossover / Avengers movie, whatever you want to call it, give me a fucking Secret Wars.
Yeah. Which I think they're building toward with Secret Invasion. That show.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing, too, is if it's a show...
I don't know how they're going to do that.
Man, I don't either. So far, the MCU still has yet to disappoint me. I know it has given me a couple of times where I'm like, okay, you know what? I respect the decision, I guess. But it hasn't disappointed me like Star Wars has, like DC has.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, well, I totally agree.
I trust Feige until I don't anymore, honestly.
But
so I'm gonna let it.
I guess for me it just goes to, and I don't know how much money on average it takes Warner Brothers to make these animated movies.
Yeah.
But
their animation studios, DC's are top notch. Almost every one of their I haven't seen a bunch, but they've made so many of them now. But every one that I've seen is just top notch.
They've made 41 at this point.
It's so they hire top notch talent to make these movies.
Bruce Timm and Paul Dini and all those guys that kind of started it with Batman and like
a lot of them are adaptations.
Bruce Timm still produces a lot of them now.
But the Dark Knight, sorry.
But my point is, you can, like, for example, for me, like, and this is the first time I think in a long time I've seen an original DC animated movie. Like they wrote the script themselves. It's not adapting anything. It was called Batman: Soul of the Dragon.
Okay.
And it is set in the 70s, but it is a kung fu. It's like a 70s kung fu movie. And Michael Jai White voices the Bronze Tiger in this, and he played the Bronze Tiger in Arrow, so it's kind of cool to see him reprise that role.
Yeah.
Richard Dragon, which is a DC character, which I thought they made up for the movie, but he is a DC character. Lady Shiva is in it as
I've heard of her.
Who trains with.
She's an older. Yeah, she's been around for a long time.
Yeah, she's like one of the deadliest assassins in the DC.
Kind of a C-lister.
Yeah, she's kind of like an underling fight. She like fights with everybody, but. Anyway, the point is that it's such a different approach to Batman. It's such a cool, different story, and it's fun. Like it leans into being a 70s kung fu movie set in the DC universe with Batman, and it has fun with that. And I want to see Marvel do things like that. And why not have Marvel take those risks? Because again, much like DC has HBO Max, they have Disney Plus, and they can. And honestly, if it doesn't work and people don't really watch it, how much money are you really losing? I know animation isn't super cheap.
Hey, by the way, since we're in this whole cancel culture, era, which let's all admit it exists. But let's talk about it honestly. Nobody's gonna cancel their Disney Plus membership because they didn't like the Book of Boba Fett. I'm pretty sure they know that already.
I am. I don't even pay for mine, honestly.
Let's admit that on the
I'm
air.
admitting that on the air right now.
It's great.
Fuck you, Disney.
So when we finally do get bought out by Disney Plus,
they're gonna deactivate the account.
pretty much. No, they're just gonna destroy us.
So Tyler, let's wrap this up on a high note.
Wrap this shit.
If you remember,
I don't remember shit.
Oh shit! There's a segment I started a couple weeks ago. It was edited for TV. We did RoboCop. We had one from Find a Stranger in the Alps from Big The Big Lebowski. Now I wanted to get a shorter clip, but here's the problem. This is a 2-minute clip of a sequence in the movie Casino. Now,
yeah, but
if
it's so good.
Let me.
Let me
set the scene for you.
Do
folks.
it. Do
so
it.
if you've seen Martin Scorsese's Casino, it's gotten criticisms because of how similar it is to Goodfellas. It's
not
mobster movie
at all similar.
Stop. It's a mobster movie that stars Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro, directed by Martin Scorsese. I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious.
So what?
Point is, this movie has a lot of excessive violence and foul language, and Joe Pesci's in it. So, of course, he's going to say some shit. So I have 2 clips. So I split this up.
Nice.
And I just want you to, and I'm not even going to try it, because sometimes I try to explain what they're saying, whatever. You can tell what they're trying to say, because this is some horribly dubbed shit right
it's
here.
really terrible.
So here's clip number 1, a little over a minute.
Gotta listen to people because of your lousy heat. You're ordering me out. You better get your own fighting army, pal.
Fighting army?
I mean, I didn't order you or anybody. I only told Andy Stone that you had a lot of heat on you, and that was a problem.
You want me to get out of my own freaking town?
Yeah, I said let the stuff blow over for a while so I can run the casino. Anything goes wrong with the casino, it's flagged. It's not yours.
Flagged?
It's my act.
I don't know
My
whether
act,
you know
my
this
act.
or not, but you only have your lousy casino because I made that possible. I'm what counts out here, not your fancy country clubs or your fancy TV shows. And what the heck are you doing on TV anyhow? You know, I get calls from back home every single day. They think you're a
I'm
macho.
only on TV because I got to be able to hang around the casino. You understand that?
You stupid jerk. You could have had the food and beverage job without going on television. You wanted to go on TV.
Yeah, I did want to go on TV. That way I have a forum. I can fight back. I'm known. People see me. They know they can't fool around with me like they could if I was an unknown. That's right,
You're making
yeah.
a big foolish spectacle of yourself.
Me? I wouldn't even be in this situation if it wasn't for you. You brought down so much stinking heat on me. I mean, every time I meet somebody here, the big question is, do I know you?
Oh, sure.
And
Now
what do
you
I
want to blame your filthy license on me.
No,
Is that
I'm
it?
just, Nikki.
All right.
Great.
A lot to unpack there,
Classic.
but man,
Classic.
they did not give a fuck about dubbing that
No.
movie.
No.
Lousy.
This whole freaking town.
you
Your fancy country club and your
Why
fancy.
did I drop the ball and not do this segment every week? Holy shit.
Oh god, this is so
Woo,
great.
so good.
And,
Well,
yeah, I mean, you can tell that
they did not give
almost
a fuck.
every
Lousy, this is my stinking town.
other word
Act
spoken by either one
is
of these
fuck
guys
or
is
shit.
yeah, basically.
You fucking motherfucking fuck.
Yeah,
That's how gangsters talk to each other.
Yeah.
Also, the whole thing is like he was mad because he went over his head and was like, "Hey, I don't want Joe Pesci's character around. He's causing too much heat."
Yeah, well, if you've seen the movie,
It's
you
a great
know
fucking
why.
movie. Watch it.
Great fucking movie. Huh?
Great fucking.
Great fucking.
Great picture.
Great fucking
Great
movie.
film.
A fucking 4 stars.
Go home and tell your mother you're brilliant. All right.
So what's the next one?
Here's clip number 2. This gets funny.
Is it the same
this
scene?
Same scene.
Awesome.
But listen to how the creative way he says motherfucker in this sequence.
When you asked me if you could come out here, what did I tell you? I mean, you asked me, and I knew you were going to come out no matter what I said, but what did I tell you? Do you remember what I told you? Do you remember what I told you?
Wait a minute. I asked you, when the heck did I ever ask you if I could come out here? Get this through your head, you. Get this through your head, you Jew money lover, you. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. Without me, you, personally, every lousy wise guy still around, I'll take a piece of your filthy Jew act.
Wow!
Where are you gonna go? You're being warned. Don't ever go over my head again. You stupid sucker, you.
You know what's really, really interesting to me is that out of all of the edits they did,
The money lover part is worse than him saying motherfucker.
they didn't edit out anything about the Jew stuff.
Wait, why did they edit out ass too? It kept saying act.
Yeah.
But my thing is, why did they put in Jew like money you? Because he says you Jew motherfucker you in the movie, but that said you money loving Jew. I laugh because I'm like, how the fuck did that? No, but that's what I mean. This made it worse.
Let's talk about
Him
it.
calling
If
him
you
a
were
motherfucker-
truly committed to censorship for the health of people, you would have said jerk money lover. But you aren't. You're biased and you're bigoted, and it's all about Jesus and fucking God for you, and fuck you.
I don't know about that.
No. So that's
I
why
don't know if there's a conspiracy of why Jew wasn't.
No. Let's be honest.
I'm being honest. I don't know if it's
Just
true.
let me finish my fucking point.
This
God.
this isn't tinfoil radio, man.
I'm not making. Listen, we've talked about this on the show before. You and I have talked about how we've seen shows on TV and they censor out like the word God or damn. If somebody says God damn, they censor out one half of those.
They censor out God.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're damning God.
I'm saying that the people in charge of these standards are fucking bigoted and biased. So don't tell me that any of this is done for anything other than our personal entertainment, because it totally is, dude.
I said we're ending on a high note. You brought it down.
You
brought it down with all your...
I didn't.
With all your truth. I just... What? As we're gonna wrap up tonight's episode, it's midnight.
Is it really?
It's Sunday now. It's officially Sunday.
Well,
Sunday. We did it, everybody.
No, it's a high note. Listen, I was just making a point that we've already previously made on the show. All right. Okay.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Shut your face up and do it.
I guess so.
Because otherwise, if you don't, you'll be a
Bad mother crusher.
underutilized. Yeah, it's been
You money lover, you.
probably the most off-topic of the off-topic episodes.
I don't know
but
about
that's
that.
why do you know about that? Do you know about me?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was that off topic. I mean,
Oh, it's extremely off-topic.
All right.
We ate Pop Rocks to start the show.
So
a lot can happen in an hour. Thanks for listening to another episode 33. Look at us fly by. Also, yeah, keep a lookout on the feed because we are doing Throwback Thursdays. So some Batcast episodes, some other podcasts that I've done in the past, gone up there.
I'm not
as
included in any of
well.
them, so
Yeah.
I don't care if you listen to them.
That's why they're not numbered because they don't even get to deserve the 0.5.
Yeah.
They just don't
Well,
even number.
I mean, 0.5 would drive our numbers up, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Well, no, if it's
I don't know.
0.5,
I
it would
don't
be
know.
between two numbers. So,
I just.
you know,
Oh, damn it! I hit the wrong button.
like if you have like
Beta.
if you have like 3.
Sorry, he meant to say data.
If you have episode 3, and then,
No, I'm ending the show now.
And then
'cause nobody's listening to this anymore. What are we talking about, man? What are you talking?
Misery, misery, misery. That's what you've chosen.
damn right.
Well, of all those ranting swears in that one and the casino one, I don't even know which one I would make a drop. To be honest with you,
I think they're.
there's
It's
so
hard-
many.
Well, the problem is that I mean,
My stinking act.
the joke about it and the thing that makes it funny is how badly put together
Yeah,
it is.
it just as one solid
yeah,
piece.
you kind of can't.
Yeah. Well,
You kind of can't break it up.
you know what time
it's
it
not
is.
as funny.
It's close. It's not quite closing time. It's
Pizza time.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
I'm trying to think of another drop to play after that to end the show.
What?
Trying to end the show on just nothing.
What?
I'm trying to. What?
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 What? What?
What?
What?
What?
What happened?
What?
Huh?
What?
Pardon me?
What?
Excuse me?
Stop.
What?
You can't keep setting me up because I'll keep doing it.
Could you repeat that?
What? What? And that's it.